That audio is going to be...
It's another ASMR video. Alright, come on.
So the third event...
Welcome to the after party. I am joined by Carlos, Ben, and Brody, better known as Divergent, Firelite, and MCD. How we doing, boys?
Good.
Good,
Thank you,
good.
Dom.
I am
Chilling.
well. I am well.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Thanks for having me.
We just walked up off the street.
I actually saw, like, on my phone, MCD was in the area,
Yeah,
and I was like,
up.
bro, he's here. I'm going to get his autograph.
What did it say? It said hot MILFs in your area?
Oh, yeah, that said...
Hot DILFs.
Oh.
Hot MCs.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, hot MCs in the area. It was like 1
Yeah,
kilometer,
bro.
and I swiped and I matched.
It's amazing. And that's how we're here. So, yeah.
right.
Anyone want to see the notifications?
No, that's alright.
Oh, sorry.
So, you guys reckon we'll get to the point where we'll all be wearing VR headsets and attending these festivals?
I really, really hope not.
I don't want to do that. I just
but you know what? I think we will. I don't think it'll get to the point where it's only going to be VR. I think we'll have the opportunity
Yeah.
if we can't.
But will we be limited to that?
I don't think we'll be limited. I think we'll get through this.
Mm.
It just, I keep hearing this word pivot a lot.
Mm.
Mhm.
You have to pivot. You have to pivot. You have to pivot, and you really, really do. Is that you have to find a new avenue, and it's forcing
Gotta
all
adapt.
of us. Got to adapt, but it's forcing a lot of us to push our creative being.
Mm.
Is that we have to look for new avenues to maintain that connection to people that love hardstyle.
Yeah, you got to adapt.
You can't be lost with like doing the same thing as everyone else is doing. Like you've got to do something different. Like Active Rage just put out a video.
Oh, on the diving board.
A diving board
Yeah,
live
it's
stream and all the boys
stuff.
flipping off. That's ridiculous. Like that just
Send
wowed me.
it! I saw Atmospheres jumped off the wall.
Yeah, and the Defcon
set.
People are getting really creative, and you see a whole different side to artists as well, I think.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
It's brought out like the true nature of artists. Like they're not so held back and like I'm a hardstyle artist.
They're
It's
not
like
covered in the lights of it.
exactly. It's like this is who I am as a person.
For sure.
Do you think it's humanized them though, in a good way?
Yeah, definitely. I think social media brings a much more intimate experience with an artist, especially if they're putting themselves out there for that to be received.
So on that note, what has been your favorite live stream that you've watched?
Oh my god, that is a hard.
I have to say, hands down, the end of line square sets. Like, do you know the company running all those sets? They're doing like they did the what was it?
Doing
Like
the
the
warehouse.
intense ones, yeah, all the warehouse ones and all that. Yeah, the Disturb and Warface sets from that were just mental.
The Warface set was fucking
Yes.
crazy.
Warface one, he played this track by Sasha F called Shamania.
Yeah.
It's unreleased. I couldn't find it anywhere, but I keep going back to that set just to hear it. It's crazy.
I've been really enjoying the light show setup for the massive live streams. I think that's quite impressive. Clock Arts as well.
It's like massive.
Yeah, Clock Art, was it Clock Arts that did that Sky one in Europe? That was next level too, yeah.
Good luck on your new journey as Clock Art.
That's it.
Wait, what?
Don't you know Clocky split?
No.
Oh man.
Okay.
What the fuck have I been?
Dude.
He just bummed the episode.
Just get the
Give you a
tissues.
moment, bro. Nah, yeah, they split up
I don't
because
know what to believe anymore.
Is this even reality?
It's just a fantasy, except
Yeah.
it's called reality.
and you
Oh,
know,
no.
Wasted Penguins is 2 girls now. No, I'm fucking kidding.
You would actually believe that. Let's be
For a
honest.
second, I was like, no, but whenever you hear
And the
two,
Tweakers is just Anger Fist now.
as soon as you hear like two girls, the first thing you think of is one cup.
What?
But anyway,
This podcast is just taking a whole different level.
Fucking.
Going back to the hot dilfs in the area.
Guys,
What?
remember, I'm 11. I don't know what that is.
Oh, that's right. He's still a baby. Baby Benny.
I think like seeing the BassCon stream as well. And
Oh, yes.
The one stream that sticks out for me, even outside of hardstyle, was the Porter Robinson one.
Ooh.
Just because it was completely different. It was more. It was visually pleasing, and the music just came along with it at the same time.
Exactly. Like it worked hand in hand
His
with each other.
visuals is just always like next level, bro.
Always on point.
Always. There's been a lot of like really cool other streams from other genres as well.
Yeah, like the
dubstep ones.
EDC ones where like
yeah,
what was
the
it?
EDC ones were crazy.
I can't even-
Subtronics.
Yeah, Subtronics one
Yeah.
was like fully green screens and all of that. Like it just took you
It's
on a
crazy.
visual journey.
The whole thing, they just do 2 massive LED screens, one in the back and then one in front of the decks. Sorry, they're green screens actually, and then they just visuals the whole time, and the guy's just dressed in black. It looks crazy.
Did you see the W&W one?
No, I didn't.
So the W&W one was done in conjunction with, I think, an event company in China. And it basically had, and it was sponsored by Li Ning, which is a clothing brand. And it essentially had them in a stadium.
Really?
So and it was
It's like CGI.
It was CGI.
Yeah. That's like the Tomorrowland, the wall one.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
Jesus, that looked
crazy.
very
That was
realistic.
proper.
I'll tell you what, I didn't watch any of the sets though. I'm getting a bit bored of watching just online streams. Do you know what I mean?
It's hard because there's a lot out there, and everyone's
It's so
competing.
flooded right now.
I must admit, like, if there's ever a live stream on Facebook, I'll always like click on, comment a few bits, but I'll only stay for like 5 minutes. I feel like most people just don't have the time or maybe patience to just keep like watching all of these sets
and keep
all
up
the
to
way
date,
through.
like especially people that are doing so many live streams. It's like, how are you doing it different from the last live stream that you
Yeah,
did?
straight up. Like
Yeah.
I know Wasted Penguins does one like every weekend.
week.
He's up to like 24 or 25 streams now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And you got to get the timing right, time of day, make sure that people are available to watch it, I guess, after work and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
but think about it, like say the ones that are less frequent, like the Clock Arts one, for example, which is where they put a lot more work into it, like with the filming, and it's more of a project rather than just a stream. I feel like a lot of those tracks, perhaps if he's putting new music in, just for example, or like it just a lot of it might get missed just because people just skim through it all.
Yeah.
Like I did one similar to that I put on YouTube, and it just didn't get the sort of reach I was expecting, or like the reaction to those tracks until I posted like short clips on Instagram, and that's when you get the snap. You know what I mean? Because people just don't.
They don't have the long attention span, and they
really
just want
don't.
that short, quick fix.
It's getting shorter and shorter, and I think you can hear that in music as well. Like the tracks get so much more concise if you compare them to old hardstyle structures.
That's right. We've gone from like 7 minutes down to what, 3
3,
minutes?
2,
But that's
2
what
and a half.
we were just talking about just then. Like, I mean, you've got a track that is basically ADHD because it's constantly chopping and changing. Whereas the older tracks,
That's literally what my head is like. It's like, yep, do this, change this drop.
Especially
No.
the extra raw styles. It's just fucking. It's crazy. Like it works in a like
It works,
live
yeah.
setting. It's like people just want this like wow factor about that music.
Yeah.
I think people really miss the beauty and simplicity in the older music as well.
It's getting lost with what's coming up now. Everyone just wants that bang, bang, bang. And
But
just,
I think it's also on a bit of a return though.
Yep.
Like people, because we did have this big extra raw phase for like the last 2 years, right? And now there's not that live aspect as well. So people doing more like just music listening. And I don't know, it sort of seems like people are fonder of that like older, more melodic style. Even like Warface is sort of getting more melodic with his music. You know, like people aren't just they're not just bashing kicks anymore. It's sort of trying to like they're running out of ways to just wow you, so they have to sort of
take you on a journey.
yeah.
I think Seth is a good example of someone who does that quite well. I find his tracks to be quite philosophical, and like you really want to like listen to it, you know, and like some of the lyrics and the vocals engage you, and it just gives you something else to think about in life, and then it just creates that connection with the track, the connection with the artist and whatnot. And like he still, you know, has that balance between the melody, the cheese, and also a few kick changes and whatnot, and the heavy.
He's so passionate as well,
Yeah.
bro. Like he's just like a fire, just burning. Oh, fire what?
good one.
But you know what I mean. He's just like uncontainable, bro.
I gotta say, I've jumped on the restyle bandwagon now.
Restyle.
Yeah.
like
I don't know.
this
I don't know. I don't know.
pretty
He's a line between hardcore and happy hardcore because it's
Yeah.
very melodic.
He did a remix for Cephix that I really liked. Through the Silence on Dirty Works. Pretty good.
Even
Little Dirty Works plug there.
So I've been thrashing Adaro's remix of Wildfire, right?
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
my god.
And
I
like
had that on
props,
repeat
props to
for-
Adaro, love
Yeah,
you,
love that
bro.
one.
Like that is fucking like I've
Shitty
had it on-
splice vocals.
Wow.
Do we want to talk about Splice vocals, but Sun Goes Down and Anywhere?
Did
Did anyone see that?
don't know what
Go
they're
to-
talking
Rewind
about.
it and then watch it.
Go to the end. Go to the end of Sun Go Down by Act of Rage, and you can find Anywhere vocals in there.
That's the problem.
Literally.
A lot of vocals get overused these days. Are we on a new topic here?
No, go.
No,
We're
let's
giving
go.
them some time to go look for it.
Go back now. Take the time out. Trust me, you'll enjoy it.
Yeah,
But
it is the same.
And we'll
vocal.
go back to normal conversation now.
yeah. So I mean, I've listened to a lot more Restyle in the past week, and I've got to say I
Pretty good.
really like it.
He is good.
Because he's that line between hardcore and happy hardcore, but it sounds
Cheesy
like
French call, really.
Is it cheesy French core though?
Is that what Frenchcore is? Just cheesy
What
hardcore?
is Frenchcore, you know? Like, you can't be an Aussie making Frenchcore, yeah. That's
It's
it.
techno,
No,
bro.
It's just
so many
music.
cores, man.
Yeah,
like,
that's it.
We love our labels, don't we? We're just like, oh, that's that.
Yeah, it's almost like we depend on them a bit much too, eh?
Humans.
Yeah, that's true.
On our categorization.
Yeah, because I think
It gives us,
If
it
we
makes,
get, like,
it helps us make
associated.
sense of,
Yeah.
of something.
yeah. Actually, going back to your point about in terms of raw, and that extra raw phase.
Yes.
I mean, from what I've been seeing from Ruler and those guys is that, again, we were talking about it before. They're using a lot more reverse bass and other
Yeah.
kicks in there, and for me, I like it.
So experimental, bro. It's
Yeah.
mad. Sick Mode is like one of my favorite
Dude.
producers, bro.
Oh my god, let's not get started.
It's gonna be
like,
crazy.
wow.
I'm gonna drop something here. We're actually working on something at the
What?
moment. Yes.
World exclusive.
World exclusive.
Oh god. Oh,
It's gonna be
God.
good. Anyway, yes, he's very, very, very good. I love the experimentation within that whole label. To be honest, the Aggressive Records team, they're like, fuck everyone. We're just gonna
Yeah.
make crazy music.
Just
And
create
the
a whole
fans
different
fucking
sound.
love it, bro.
Yeah.
Like they love it.
But they're another group of guys.
They're
that
another
I
breed, bro.
Yeah. For me, like, the coolest thing was sitting down with Chris, right, and actually
Yeah.
talking about hardstyle, and people think that these guys just love raw, right?
Mm.
I don't, like, you guys don't understand the respect and the appreciation and love they have for Headhunters, because these guys grew up on those guys, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Headhunters, Wild Stars, Noise Controllers, right?
Mm.
That's where they got
The
the
greats.
influence from. That's how they found the niche. Though, is like, okay, well, these guys are doing that, but this is what I want. Same way that you want to make music that you like.
Yeah,
Same thing for them.
yeah.
And I
They're
think
just
it's
true to themselves.
they're true to themselves, but
Mm.
I mean, there was this whole period where it was going through raw style is better than hard style.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Number
and
one,
you were judged on it. It's like, oh, if you don't like raw, then piss off.
It's
sort
very
of thing.
separated.
Yeah,
to be completely honest, number one, it's all hard style.
exactly. At the end of the
Hard
day,
style is the main thing. And
If
then-
you
you've just got sub-genres.
If you
so-
show a raw song and a euphoric song to an outsider, they will both say this is just hardstyle.
Yeah.
This is the same.
yeah.
The division is only like within ourselves, or like we think there's a division, but there's not. Me personally, like I listen to all types of music.
Yeah.
Anything. If it's good music, it's good music. You know what I mean? Like there's really great made raw. There's really shittily. That's not a word.
Shittily.
There's poorly made raw, and there's great made euphoric, and there's poorly made euphoric. And I think the better of both worlds will rise. And you will sit like. Good music is going to get you far, no matter the style.
Do you think that's changing now? Because the only reason I say that is because before everyone was just putting anything and everything out.
Yeah.
Now I'm starting to see a lot more quality than quantity.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, for me, I've been seeing a lot more tracks that I like. Maybe it's just.
I think everyone's up their game.
I think people are actually taking the time now that they don't have to make music so quick to play at a show. They're taking that time now to
making listening music.
perfect everything.
I'd say that's true, hey, because I can say from personal experience that my music drastically changed when I was playing shows very often, because I realized that my music needed to be driving and good for club energy. Do you know what I mean? And like it went from sounding really euphoric long breakdowns to quick and driving and like chip choppy, but now I also don't have that anymore, and I'm making more relaxed music again. Or like maybe I'm realizing that I can make energetic music and still have that chilled melodic element. So yeah, maybe a lot of people are sort of, I don't know, have a different perspective after having all this time away to make music with a more peaceful state of mind, perhaps.
Well, it's like you said before. I mean, it's just completely changed the way we do things.
Yeah, the way we think, the way we everything.
The way we think, the things we make, especially in your, like what you just said in terms of you were making music specifically to go off at festivals.
Yeah.
Now you've had to sort of rethink that because
And how to capture an audience pretty much online or
Only,
pretty much
yeah.
just through your headphones.
Yeah, straight up. It's all headphone music now, I guess. But a lot of people still crank it in their cars.
Exactly.
It's very hard to gauge like your audience when it's online. You don't know how people are listening to your music. You don't know
If they're
where they're
skipping
listening
through
to
stuff.
it. Yeah, you don't know if they're if they've got it in a playlist just while they're doing something, or if they're deeply listening. So it's you're sort of making music to just please a like blanket, like a general audience, but it can be hard to target directly when you don't know where it's actually coming from.
I think the two ways that you sort of got that vindication was, one, seeing the hype online, and two, seeing the reaction at a festival, right?
Yeah,
or at the club. Now, one of those has been taken away, and now, I guess, I mean, it's hard to. I mean, if you're happy with it, you're happy with it, but also you want to gauge how it goes at the same time.
Yeah.
And again, it's hard because you just don't have that reach into everyone, because there may be people loving your shit.
Yeah.
You just don't know about it.
Yeah, exactly. Until shows come back, I guess, and then you meet all the people again, and they're like, "Oh, I love that one and that one and that one." I can't wait for that, to be honest, because there's going to be so much music that has come out over this time of not seeing anyone. Do you know what I mean?
And people are just going to come up to you, I love this, what are you doing
Yeah,
now,
exactly.
sort of thing. Like, it's going to be more engaging, and there's going to be more support from everyone.
Straight up.
The appetite is going to be huge.
Yep.
Yeah, and not even that, like, but people will also, producers will have had so much time to build up their libraries, and then it's just all going to flood out after that, I reckon.
Yeah.
That, or like, it'll be coming out, before then. We'll see.
I think it'll be more. I think it'll still be a structured delivery, but there's just, and that's the thing. Like, there hasn't been that much new music coming out, because I could be wrong, but I think people are holding back.
Yeah.
Because
I think people are just taking a bit of time back to relax a bit, because, like you said, I think you were going to say they know that they're not going to get that huge reaction where they can get the shows and all that involved, but so they don't want to waste it, maybe.
Yeah, it's almost like, also, I feel the lifespan of tracks isn't as long as what it used to be.
No, it's just like a quick fix sort of thing now.
Yeah. It differs track to track, though. You do get those timeless tracks.
Do you like drop 1, drop 2, or drop 3?
Yeah. Oh
Straight
my God.
up.
Oh, I keep seeing
I'm
it,
guilty.
man. I keep seeing it.
Bro. Or you post 3 different tracks. Which one do you like, 1, 2, or 3? But that's Instagram. Like, it literally is. You have to.
It encourages that engagement.
It does, because if you post like a fucking long thing, no one's gonna listen to you.
That's true.
That's
If
very
you
true.
say,
Very
you
true.
say, "Hey guys, this is my track. I love it so much. I really hope you guys love it too. Take a listen." No one's gonna listen. No one's gonna listen. You have to pretend like they want your shit, and you just fucking label it blatantly. You know what I mean? Like, you have to, even if it's in caps, bro. Like, just say like fucking new track, this, that.
And it builds
Question,
that community
emoji.
too.
A question always helps bring
Yeah.
engagement,
Yeah.
especially if it's an easy question to answer. Like,
Because it'll just flood the comments.
you give them 3 options. Which one do you like, 1, 2, or 3? And then people
They have to pick one.
Exactly. Say, here's people are commenting 1, and that person's like, nah, 2's better. They're going to be so eager to comment 2.
But
you know
even
what I
like
mean?
in that comment section, it's going to be so active. Your post is going to be more active, and it's going to be have more
it triggers,
engagement.
exactly.
The algorithm.
Straight up, and then you get people reposting it on the stories.
Instagram things.
So you it's Instagram's a bit of a, like, you got to sell your soul a little bit. You can't be. I don't think you can be like very true and heartfelt on your posts, because they're advertisements. Stories is a different ball game, because
It captures more your personal life in your stories, whereas your normal feed's more you just business aspect as such.
It's got to be quick and like professional.
Yep.
What's the image that you're projecting at the same time? So on your Insta stories, you can do whatever you want, and I think
it's impermanent. That's why.
Yeah, that, and I think Insta stories allows you because I feel that you get more of a view on Insta stories than you do on your Instagram post.
100%.
Yeah, well, and it's the first thing that's at the top, and if whoever you're most active with, it's just going to show those. Like, so if someone is like always like liking my posts, it'll show my stories first when I post a new story. But like, if they have someone they like more, then it'll show that one obviously first. But yeah, like, it's staying right at the top of your screen the whole time.
Wait, can I get the stems for that, bro?
No, but it stays at the top the whole time. Like, you see the little face. It's
Carlos
much
has
more.
lost it.
I was like, fuck, what's he doing Little Richard for?
Look, guys, I'm still pre-pubescent. All right.
Don't worry, you get there one day.
I will. But yes, stories is a great way to give a more quick, intimate insight into your everyday life, I would say.
What are we thinking about TikTok? Gonna stay or not?
Is it gonna stay?
I like it. No, it's
It's a
Wait,
vibe.
wait,
I'm not gonna
wait,
lie.
wait.
TikTok's a vibe.
What is TikTok? 'Cause
He's got 6,000 followers on TikTok.
7,000 followers on TikTok.
What the fuck do you do on TikTok?
I flip. I just do
his mom
flips.
gay.
Do you put do you put music in the background when you do
I
the
just
videos?
put a little bit of
Or-
music, but
Yeah.
I play to the TikTok games of.
Bro, have you seen him? What do you mean? What does he do on TikTok?
I just play to the strings. You see what's trending, but also for me, like I'm part of like the Australian TikTok creator team, so I get sent.
What?
I get sent all like the trending hashtags for the week and all that sort of stuff, so I know what
get
to
all the
keep up with.
trending-
He's got the cheat mode on, like.
It's literally life hacks for TikTok. Yeah, so I get all that sort of stuff. What
Just
music
to
is
eat off.
trending. So you play to the trends and add your own little twist on it, and that's how you pop up.
True.
That's why so many people are popping off on TikTok.
I guess.
It's kind of what I do. I'll try to play off the trend.
I had no idea what to do, to be honest. I felt like
Neither
was
did I. Like
Gen
my
fucking-
cousin was big on social media, and he's like, "Bro, you gotta get on TikTok. It's like the next big thing." I'm like, "Okay, sure." So I posted a video of me backflipping, and then like a little 2-year-old trying to copy me. I got 50,000 views straight off the
That's
bat.
crazy.
And I'm like,
People just want that, like, that crazy.
And I'm like,
what the fuck?
okay, so this platform's actually decent. And then I posted like another video. It was like 5 different ways to learn a front flip sort of thing. And I was actually at Massive one night, and my phone kept going off and off. I'm like, why is my phone going off? Every time I'd refresh, I was getting 100,000 views on it.
That's
It's
crazy,
got like,
bro.
what is it? Oh, it's almost at 900,000 views now.
Wow.
Jesus
Just for doing a flip.
Just literally doing a flip. Like, to me, that's not much. But to like,
For TikTok.
for a normal person scrolling through TikTok, they're like, wow, this guy's got a massive talent sort of thing.
True.
And I feel like DJ should jump on that as well, like doing like little edits and mashups and all that for that quick fix, because everyone wants that quick fix.
Columbo.
Because TikTok it's capturing your 15 seconds sort of thing. That's the massive time frame on there.
That's
so you want to
people's
capture
time, attention
people,
span.
literally like, you got kids on there, which is your main sort of viewers. So they want to be like, oh, what's this? This is cool. Next video sort of thing. So you got to capture it in those couple seconds.
That's what it's down to, DJs now. Our audience is kids.
Have you guys seen the?
Hi, 5-year-olds. Do you like my extra raw track? Gong, 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 gong.
It's gonna get to that point though, man. Because I mean, the perfect example is you, right? You were listening to hardstyle since you were what?
10? No.
So, what, that
11.
was yesterday?
11, yeah. No, last
So
week.
it was last week.
Oh,
11.
But I think, that's
11.
the internet has given that ability to
Exactly.
reach even more and more people, right?
For me, it was YouTube. Like, YouTube was the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Shuffling videos.
Oh my God.
Fucking,
Boost.
you know, even like tutorials, like YouTube tutorials. That's how I started. And
Yeah.
fucking now for kids, like, it's TikTok, you know what I mean? It's going to be different for every generation. And I don't think that's something we should discourage because, you know, our parents might have been like, oh, fucking get off YouTube. While we were kids, and now we're like, oh, fucking get off TikTok. And back then it would have been
Literally.
like, oh, get off the fucking TV. And then before
Get
that,
off the Wi-Fi, Mo.
get off the typewriter, Johnny.
But do you feel like there's just an insatiable appetite now
for
for
content.
for content?
Have you guys seen the influx of like quick tutorials on TikTok? Like a little bit about your like backflip tutorial, you know, like people are doing like how to do this and it's like quick, like bam, 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 like cut together, time lapse, and then people like
It gets millions of views. Like, there's a guy on TikTok, he just makes burgers, and they're 15 seconds,
content,
and
bro.
people are just like, oh my God. Like, view.
Maybe it's just where our hunger over time for to consume is just growing. Like, do you reckon? Like, will it reach a point, or has it just always been?
what if we want to be super time efficient? We're just trying to like compress as much time as we can. Be like, this shouldn't take 2 hours. This should take 15 seconds.
But,
15
but that's
second
only
live
on
stream
like
coming
online.
soon.
You know what I mean? Because like in real, you may be like that.
We're gonna do that.
Watch me play 100 tracks in 15 seconds, guys. Go full
The
subtronics
1 minute, the 1 minute
1000 tempo.
live stream.
Extra time.
Watch me do it. No.
Watch GPF do it though. He'll do it.
Oh
He's
no.
already done it.
Oh
Holy
no.
shit!
15 seconds.
But you were saying so.
That audio's gonna be
ASMR video. All right, come on.
So so the third event was Headhunters at Massive.
Oh, wait, the most recent one?
No, the one before that.
Which one? The HSU one?
No, the one at Massive. He's played at Massive twice.
2019.
So after Stereo.
Oh.
Oh, EDM Headhunters. I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah, so after Stereo, and then after
Yeah.
I can't remember what HEC party was, but it was the one where I think it was after Stereo, and he actually stayed, took photos with everyone, was really really happy.
Wow.
It was a side that I've never seen from him
Wow.
because I'm so used to seeing him just literally do his thing.
The
take a
touring
few
just takes
photos.
it out of him, eh?
It really, really does.
We were chatting about it the other day. Like,
Mm.
Headhunters has reached the point now. It's like, thank you, and then just go sort of thing.
I think that's a side that like is commonly
Commonly shown.
is remembered but rarely shown.
Yeah.
And I was listening to the D-Block and Asktheinfluencer podcast when they had him on.
Yep.
And like it's just so much life to him, and I'm like, oh my god, like this is like the old Hetty I knew from Harder-stylez, and it made me so happy to hear this and like hear how happy he is. I think he's just such a genius that he just overworks himself sometimes, and
Well, you saw at the end of his climax set last year. Walked off
yeah,
stage
exactly.
crying.
He's just so in touch with his emotions that it can get the better of him sometimes, I would say. And when you are in a very intense environment, like a touring environment, coming into all these new environments with all these new people, it can just be easy just to shut that off and do it the most minimal way possible and say, or minimal, but, like, when I say minimal, I mean like without much interaction with, like, you only talk to one promoter and your manager talks to that promoter and then he gets you in real smooth. You only talk to like 3 guys, maybe the guys who run the club, and then you go on stage, do your show, and get walked out. You know what I mean? Like that's a like a sort of efficient way to do it, to protect your sort of your health and mentality, I guess.
The one thing I don't agree with is you're an artist. You're flying across the world to suck it.
Yeah, I agree, but like. I don't know,
It's
man.
It's a different career at the end of the day. We, like, artists, they choose that career path. Normal people choose a 9-to-5 job.
Yep.
People just want to settle on that basic, but like artists, they want to keep pushing themselves, and that's why people say, "Oh, suck it up, you've got the life." You get no. That's like, no, we chose this lifestyle.
Yeah, but I think he means embrace the full, like the full on with all the people and like face all that. Don't hide away from it. Which I would say, like, I can't talk about Headhunters' every experience because I don't know. I'm sure he's had many experiences where he's just been open with everyone. But yeah, it could just maybe when you do it so frequently, you just get in this like headspace where you just want to be
Being
in
by
yourself,
yourself.
sort of like being at home in your head, but that's maybe like a sort of escape mechanism for them or coping mechanism for them to just deal with that like stress of touring by closing themselves off a bit.
Yeah, I mean, when artists come out, it's fucking hard, especially when they come for just a weekend.
Yeah, bro. I know Hixie was telling me because I had a chat with him for an interview once. He's like, "Yeah, man, I hate flying. Like I'm so sick of going interstate now. Like I love the show. Don't get me wrong, but everything around it is stressful."
But he's crazy though.
Yeah.
Because he literally flies out after his gig.
Oh, really?
Every single time. So
He doesn't have time to relax.
So he'll fly in on so if he's got an interstate show before the main show in Sydney, or wherever the main show is, he'll fly in on the Thursday night or the Friday morning of the interstate gig, do that side show, fly to Sydney, or do the main show, and then he'll fly at 6 a.m.
Oh.
How?
Because he doesn't want to spend time away from family. And it's completely understandable.
Yes.
The last time when we had Hixie at Massive, and people were like, this was it was I can't remember if it was a 170 Massive or whatever.
I think it was after I'm Hardstyle that he was at Massive.
Yes. So people are like, can we get photos with Hixie? I'm like, look, we're really sorry, he's actually got to go straight to the hotel, pick up his stuff and fly out.
Yeah.
It's like, but we came to see Hixie. I'm like, I understand that his flight is at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
I'm really, really sorry, but he's got to go. And I remember people being really, really annoyed and pissed off. But it comes back to what we were saying before: is that what people don't understand that he's only flown in a day before, and
They don't see the backstory.
they don't know the backstory, and that's what I kind of wish. A lot of the times, instead of people just flaming people online, like have some compassion, like have some
Consideration.
Empathy.
have some empathy, have some consideration, because whenever we don't agree with something, the first, I don't know, this is a generalization, but the first reaction is to go online and fucking rant.
And,
People just
and
can't. They
bash
can't.
on your keyboard.
Hey, if they've spent even a day in someone else's shoes, they might understand. But you've got to be able to like think about what it would be like for that person.
But they don't. They just want that quick fix of, oh, they're not human. Bang.
It's a bit of an animalistic response, isn't it?
It's an animalistic response, and and the one thing I really, really hate about the internet is mob mentality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because all it takes is for one person to say something, and then someone else will agree.
It works both ways,
agree.
positive and negative. Like if you see a post with tons of likes, you're more inclined to like it than one with none.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's more, you want to do what everyone else is doing.
Yeah.
If everyone's going to roast on this person, let's all roast on that person.
Yeah.
Just like when you got roasted for Massive when you were emceeing, like
Yeah,
everyone was just bashing you. And
What?
you sort of think,
I was gonna bring that up when you were talking about your second most life changing show with the defense thing. When I one time I emceed for Anderex at the Dither night at Massive, and I was just like, I must have been, I don't know, maybe saying a bit too much or something, but someone made a post in HMS saying, "Who the fuck is this cunt on the mic?"
Yeah, literally.
You want to know the funny thing was?
What?
I got blamed for that.
Oh shit!
Someone messaged me and goes,
Why the fuck's MCD sound like a retarded donkey?
someone actually goes, "You really fucked up Anderex," and said, "Shut the fuck up." What? And I'm standing there, and
To
I'm
be
like,
fair, I was wasted.
many
And
hours.
that was life changing for me because I realized I was like,
You ain't gonna do it again.
no, I'm not. And
Remember
But then
because I drove you home that night, and the phone, like you'd go to HMS, it just kept blowing up. Like, who the fuck's Firelite to do?
they deleted the post. Sway deleted the post, but there was someone else, I think.
Yeah, someone else. As soon as that post got deleted, then the next day, like there was more stuff up.
And then it was MC Firelight for a while, and I was just like, shut up.
"Oh, so you didn't like it?"
No, I
When
didn't
they
like
say
it.
MC Firelight.
No, I'm always hesitant to pick up the mic.
Oh, sorry,
now.
my bad, man.
No, that's all good. It's all good, but it's just I had to learn that, like, to pick my moments with the mic. You know what I mean? And because I was just like saying everything, bro.
But that's why when you did start emceeing, I started pointing out to you as well. And
Yeah.
going, hey, pick your moments.
So if Pez said something like that as well,
Yeah.
I guess you really got to as an MC.
You-
Otherwise, you're just yelling the whole
Good
time.
advice for new MC.
Because I was just like, "Are you ready?"
But then
What about the iconic
I was so
one?
excited, bro. I was like,
Aussie.
Anderex's music is so
Yeah.
good. I'm so hyped.
But the flip side of that is also that you've got everyone going, "Oh, I love his energy."
Yeah, because there's so many people at the front going, "Fucking
But even online, like people are like, and that's the thing is that
It's just that one cunt at the back who posts the status, and then that picture
It
is seen
fuels
more.
the fire.
Yeah. Should we not swear so much in this podcast? Or is
It's
it
too
like-
late now.
Fuck.
Oh, do we? Hey, and do we cut and then we'll just do, like a G-rated podcast? Hi, welcome.
Can you imagine if you just bleep
think
this
the
up?
after party's
bleeped
definitely-
Please,
Hi, guys.
everything.
We are Firelight, DVRGNT.
And
DVRGNT. and
Divergente.
MC Doodle. Keep looking at the microphone like it's a camera.
Hello,
I
guys.
think we should wrap it
I
up
think we
there.
should wrap it up
I feel
too.
bad for Pat. Nah.
I'm sorry, Pat.
I gotta admit, this is pretty sick.
People didn't know you were even here until you just went, nah.
I still can't believe we
That's
found
Pat, guys.
We found MCD.
Who?
I
What?
can't believe we're just
Pardon?
in the area and
Nah.
just saw like MCDs in the area.
What a coincidence.
And
MCs in
then
the area.
we just sat on the lounge and then got to this.
Best things happen when it's spontaneous.
Straight up.
You look like Toad from Mario Kart.
Marge Simpson. Oh, homie.
Alright, cheers for being on the after party, everybody.
Thanks for having us at Motorcon.
Thank you.
Sick.